Hello, welcome or welcome back, depending on if you're new here. October just ended, so I am here with my Artober recap / sketchbook tour. If you have watched any of my videos before, you probably already know that I love a good daily art challenge, and there are a couple of month-long art challenges that I like to do throughout the year pretty regularly. So one of those is World Watercolor Month, which is in July, and the other is Inktober / Artober / insert challenge in October here, October. So this year, after looking at a bunch of prompt lists, I decided to go with Peachtober, which is hosted by Furry Little Peach here on YouTube. And I really liked the look of the prompt list. I've seen the challenge in the past and been pretty interested, so that's the route I decided to go this year. And if you are interested in learning how I like to approach a daily art making challenge so that it is fun and not overwhelming for me and my busy schedule, I will link my art challenge tips video below. And yeah, let's get into it. Okay, let's get started. This is my Etcher hot press sketchbook. I do normally prefer cold press paper, but when I am also using ink pen, I like to use hot press paper because the smoothness of the paper means that these kind of pen details get in there a little better. So I used this when I went to the Met to draw the picture frames. I used this for Bloomtober last year, which is what I did during October for Artober. So this is what I like to do, and here is my first Peachtober spread. So let's start with day 1. We have Daisy. You may have noticed on that larger spread view that there are quite a few cats on this page, and that is probably not a surprise if you have seen any of my other challenge doodles before. When I do an art challenge, the way that I am able to participate at the moment and do every single day without getting overwhelmed is by doing smaller, more manageable doodle pieces like this as opposed to full spreads. And when I do them all on a page together, I like to add a little secondary theme to them so that it looks a little more cohesive and more fun. And often that theme is cats. So here we have day 1, we have a little cat holding a daisy. I like the way that the daisy came out. I might end up digitizing this. I don't know that I will use the original watercolor piece, but I think that I might make a digital kind of sticker and or print version. So this is day 1. For day 2, continuing the cat theme, we have Sparkle. I brought out my Dreamland watercolors for these. Look at this shimmer, it's so fun. Dreamland watercolor paints are handmade paints, and a lot of them are super cool color shifting paints. This is one of my palettes that are, a couple of them are just like grab bag samples. This one is one of the really cool color shifting ones, and I believe that this one is the one that I was using here. So this is Nymph, and these are just gorgeous paints that I don't remember to bring out all that often, so anytime I have an excuse to do so, I love to. So that's what I used for Sparkle here. Then we have day 3, which is Paw, and this one came out so cute. I actually did already create a print version digitally, but I really love the way this little kitten came out with his little muddy paws. So this is day 3. Then for day 4 we have Sky. So it's just this little cat getting lifted away from. Then for day 5 we have Fawn, our first non-cat painting. And I really like how this one came out. It looks kind of cute. And that is page 1 and part 1 of this first spread for Peachtober, the first 4 days. Then we move on to page 2 of this first spread. The first one here is sketch. So for this one, I have this little kitty painting a masterpiece. For day 4, we have our second non-cat with Bud, this little baby plant. It's just getting started. And that is day 7. For day 8, we go back to the bottom here with River. And this one, I thought this one came out really cute. I wasn't sure originally how I wanted to do this. Actually, let me see if I can grab my original sketches. These are kind of a mess, but originally I wasn't sure if I wanted to kind of do a little floaty situation, which I might do sometime in the future. These are clearly like very quick, not great little sketches, but so this is sort of the direction that I went in, and I think it came out pretty cute. Then we have Apricot. This one is bright and fun. I kind of like the way that this one draws the attention on the page because of the colors involved. Then we have Pixel. This one, I was definitely short on time this day, to be honest, and I didn't have time to do anything more than a quick sketch. So that's kind of how this one ended up. It wasn't a prompt that I immediately was excited about, so I was kind of fine to just do a little doodle and be done with this day. But then we have Wheel, and this one is simple, but I actually really love the way that the cat came out, just his positioning, and I think that I want to do more with this kind of concept in the future. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do with it yet, but I will do something. And that is actually something that I really love about challenges, is that often I end up creating a concept that I can then bring out after the challenge is over and work on as a wider piece or as a bigger piece. Sometimes I get a little bit frustrated in the moment that I don't have time to expand on it while I'm super excited about it, because I just don't have the time to when I'm trying to do all of these pieces and then film them and edit them and post them on all of the social platforms. So sometimes it gets a little frustrated, but I like being able to look back at it afterwards and see what I can do with them. So now with page 2, this is spread number 1 completed with the first 11 days of the month. I think my favorites on spread 1 are day 1 Daisy. I like the little baby and paw, and I like the way that my digital print came out, which I'll link below if you are interested in taking a look at that. And then I like Wheel and River, I think, are my favorites on here. I do like Apricot, actually. I could see myself doing something with that later. So this is spread 1. And now we go to spread 2. Here we have page 1 of spread number 2, starting with day 13, which is Earth. So here for Earth, we have a little farmer cat doing some digging in his lavender overalls, followed by Cape. And I gotta say, I love this one. It's one of my favorites, I think, because of his expression came out kind of exactly how I wanted it to. I definitely think that I'm gonna do something with this, whether that is scanning and making him into a little sticker because I kind of want him, or digitizing him the way that I did with Paw on the first spread. So I don't know yet, but it's gonna be something because he's one of my favorites. And after Cape, we have Burrow, switching it up from the cats to a little bunny, followed by Lamp, back to the cats. He's just trying to turn the light on with his little tongue sticking out. Followed by Owl, so clearly here another break from the cats. Didn't really think outside the box on this one, but I also didn't want to. I kind of wanted to do a cute little doodle owl. And now the next two kind of go together, so we're getting a sneak peek of page 2. We have Slow and Fast. So in my mind, I was kind of picturing these as Slow is he's got his eye on something, and he's like slowly creeping and getting ready to pounce, and then the next day is fast, so this is when like he's ready and he's leaping, you know? So you can see all of the second part of spread 2. It's my little sneak peek, starting with fast, and then after fast we have crocodile. And you know what? He's a little wonky. He looks a little weird, kind of like, honestly, more like a weird dinosaur than a crocodile, but I also think he's kind of cute, so this is crocodile. And then we have rest, so going back to the cats, he's taking a little nap. It's a little rest time. Maybe, you know, he got so tired after pouncing that he needed to take a little break. And after rest, we have greenhouse, and this one is kind of fun because it's the only one that I added another medium to. I brought out my colored pencils because I was thinking about how I was going to be able to kind of portray the see-throughness. I was worried that if I just painted it, then when I tried to do the glass overlay that it would bleed a little too much. It just wouldn't be how I pictured in my mind. So I brought out the colored pencils for this to do the plants on the inside and some of the details on the inside. And I think that was fun. I'm glad I did that to kind of switch up how I was doing this. You know, we're already on day 21 with this, so really getting towards the end, which is where I start to get kind of annoyed. Especially because it was really busy this week. After greenhouse, we have village. Here's just a little village scene. After village, we have party, and I love this little guy, and I actually also had to make a birthday card around the same time that this day was. So right after I painted this one, I looked at it and I was like, well, this is also going to be the birthday card. And then I painted another one of these little kitties sitting like this as part of the card for my friend because I like to make birthday cards. So after party, we have radish, and this guy's so cute. I like him. Switching up from the cats again. And now after radish is actually stone, and I didn't have enough space here for what I wanted to do for stone, so I did stone on the next spread, and then backpack, which is the day after, day 26, I put that one here instead because it kind of nestled in perfectly with the space that I had left here. So this is actually day 26, and that completes spread number 2 plus a little bit on the next page. So this is this is from day 12 to day technically 26, but 25 is on the next page, leading to our last little half page with stone. So here we go back a day to day 25. This guy's doing some yoga, practicing some balance, and I kind of knew that I wanted to do this right away when I saw this prompt. So I knew I had to save space for it, which is why I was like, all right, yeah, I can switch the order of where these are going on the spread. So this is stone, followed by grass, and honestly the grass isn't really the highlight of this piece because clearly the cat steals all the attention, but I don't really care. I think it's cute. Then we have pony, just like a quick little pony doodle. I didn't have a lot of time on this day either. So after pony, we have break, going back to a little kitten. He's broken a little glass, not super happy about it. And after break, we have pearl, and here I went back to those Dreamland watercolors. You can see, I really should do a little swatch video of those because they're so fun to see on black versus white paper, so maybe I'll do that sometime soonish. but here is Pearl for our second to last day, day 30. And then day 31, Halloween, we have Spider. This one's just a quick little doodle, not super spooky because I didn't want to do a scary looking spider. Also, I don't really know that I could. So here is Spider, and with that, all 31 days of Peachtober concluded. So I think I didn't do my favorites on spread 2, but they're definitely Cape and Party, I think. I do like Radish too. And then on day 3, I think my favorites are Stone and Spider. And there you have it. I think that I definitely will be making some fun new stuff out of here. It's almost the holidays, so I gotta switch to some holiday cards so that I have them all painted in time. But when I'm done with those, I will go back to here and kind of see where I want to take some of these little doodles into larger pieces or digital pieces. And yeah, if you've stuck with me this long, thank you. I really appreciate you. I hope you enjoyed. If you participated in an Artober challenge, let me know which one you did, because there are so many. Like, did you do Inktober? Did you do Bloomtober? Did you do, I don't know, any of the other Tobers? Let me know what you did in the comments below. Let me know how you liked the prompts, because I'm always looking for new challenges to try. And yeah, if you like this video, please leave a like and consider subscribing if you want to see more from me. And I will see you in the next one.